What is up, everybody? My name is Logan Stroh, and welcome to CTF Stroh Talks Football. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my ranking of every NFL jersey. I mean, not every NFL jersey. Mostly, this is ranking of all the home jerseys. If you guys want to see like rankings of like away jerseys or color rush jerseys, let me know down below. So before we get started, I wanted to say thank you for all the support I've gotten this weekend. The family stuff I was going through was pretty hard. So with you guys giving me all the support I can throughout my Instagram or YouTube, I deeply appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. But now we're getting things back on track. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos whenever I post. With all that out of the way, let's get started. Alright, so here we are at the tier list, and this is pretty simple. At the very top, we've got elite. Below that, we've got good. Below that, we've got okay/decent. Below that, we've got gross. And at the very bottom, we've got awful. Also, one thing before we get started with this, please don't get too upset if you don't agree with any of my opinions here. All of our opinions are very different when it comes to, jerseys and colors and stuff, so it's bound to be different. So if your favorite jersey or your team's jersey is at a lower placement than you want it, just please don't get upset. We all have different opinions here. So the first jersey we've got is the Patriots home jersey. Starting off with a bad one already, I see. This one goes in awful. These don't even look good. Any Patriots fan or anybody that was watching in 2010s, remember their jerseys back in the 2010s and remember how good they used to look? Those used to be my favorite jerseys, and then these pieces of shit used to be in, their color rush. We barely saw them. And then in 2020, they make the weird decision to make these their permanent jerseys, and I just think these look awful, man. These just don't look good. The colors just look a little off. And I just think they need to go back to those 2010 jerseys. At the same time, though, it makes sense of why they didn't go back to the 2010s. Because that's a whole Patriots dynasty. They don't want to wear those again. It's a new era. I get it. But at the same time, get rid of these jerseys, man. These ones are awful. Up next, we've got the Jaguars home jerseys. Now, I don't like these either, but I'm not going to put them in awful. I'm just going to put them in gross. I just don't think these colors really look good, to each other. I just don't think this color, really pops. I just don't think it looks good at all. Now, if you're talking about their throwback jerseys, that's a different story, man. It's the same color, except it's a different shade, so, it makes it look better. It just pops off more. It just looks better. Up next, we've got the Chargers home jerseys. Now, these are always voted as, one of the best jerseys in football, or hell, even sports in total. And I agree with them. I think it's one of the best NFL jerseys there is. I can go on to how many different jerseys they have and how they all look great, but we're just talking home jerseys today. And yeah, these ones look awesome, man. These colors really pop, look good together. Light blue, a sky blue and yellow just is a great color combination, and I just think these look really good. Up next, we got the Bills jerseys, and I'm going to put them in good. I don't think they're a top jersey in the league, but I do think these look really nice. I think the blue, red, and white look extremely good, and I think these are one of the better jerseys in the league. Quick edit here. I changed it from being good to very good because I just don't think good is a good way to be above okay or decent, so I put very in it. So I just think it looks better. Up next, we got the Dolphins jerseys. Now, these are also one of the best jerseys in football. They have such an interesting color combination, teal and orange. You think that wouldn't work well, and then you look at the Dolphins jerseys, and according to me, I think these look excellent. And also, this is unrelated to home jerseys, but I think the Dolphins have one of the best throwback uniforms in the league, if not the best. Actually, I wouldn't say the best, because I feel like there'd be a lot of Broncos and Eagles fans attacking me if I said that. So, probably, I would say one of the best. I don't want an Eagles fan mafia to attack me. But yeah, all jokes aside, the Dolphins have one of the best jerseys in the NFL. Up next, we've got the Packers jerseys. These are classics, man. These always have looked really good. These just look excellent, man. The green and yellow just looks very clean. And I know this might be a little biased just because my high school colors were exactly green and yellow. So, of course, I'm going to be a little biased there. But even, before that, the Packers jerseys have always looked really good. Green is one of my favorite colors. Yellow on top of it looks, very clean. So, that's why I love these jerseys so much. They're one of the best. Up next, we got the Colts jerseys. And to me, These jerseys aren't even that bad. They're just extremely boring, man. I'm gonna put them in gross just because they're so incredibly boring that it just would not be good, like correct to put them in okay/decent. Like it's just blue and white with like white stripes on the shoulders. Like they're so plain, man. Like they're one of the most boring jerseys you can possibly get. Up next, we've got the Vikings jerseys, and this is another one of my favorites. I'm gonna put it in the best. Like that purple and yellow just looks so good, man. Like these look extremely clean, and I know Ravens fans will attack me in the comments, but I think this is the best purple jersey in the NFL. And while I'm talking about it, the Ravens jerseys are very good, but I just don't think they're elite, man. Like their yellow and gold look extremely good too. Like don't get me wrong, like it looks extremely clean, but I just think the Vikings jerseys just look more clean to me. Like that's just me. Both extremely good jerseys, but I think the Vikings jerseys are a little better, and they are in elite. Up next, we've got the Panthers home jerseys, and I'm going to put them in okay/decent. I mean, they don't look bad. Like, they don't look bad at all. I think the colors look pretty good. It's just, they just don't look all that special. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, it could be worse. Like, I really don't care for their, like, light blue jerseys all that much. I just think the black jerseys with the blue look a lot better. But there's just nothing really special about them. Like, they don't really, like, pop off. Up next, we've got the Cowboys home jerseys. And I've been saying this forever. I'm not even just saying this because I hate the Cowboys. But I've always despised these jerseys, man. I always thought these were one of the most boring jerseys in the league. And I always thought these were, like, the most plain jerseys in the league. Like, they hardly wear those dark blue, those dark blue jerseys with, like, the white numbers and white stripes. Like, those look phenomenal to me. Like, I really like those. But for some reason, they always wear these ugly things. Like, I don't get it. Like, they just are so boring. I know they've been going with this jersey combo for years, but I really do think they should start wearing their dark blue jerseys at home games and wear these at away games. Like, it's so weird, man. Like, they do wear these at away games, too. Like, almost the whole season, they wear these jerseys wherever they go. And I agree to wear these on their away games, but not their home games, man. Like, they got to show off those dark blue unis, man. Like, these just are ugly, man. Up next, we've got the Falcons jerseys, and I'm going to put them in okay/decent. These ones kind of grew on me because when these first came out in 2020, I was hating on these jerseys, man. I was saying how ugly they looked. I was saying how they looked like soccer jerseys. I was clowning them ever since they came out. But just throughout the years since they've had them for 4 years now, I'm starting to kind of grow. Like, they're starting to kind of grow on me. They don't look that bad, but I still think their late 2010s jerseys looked so much better. But yeah, like, there's nothing wrong with these jerseys at all. I just think they're kind of plain. Like, they're on the plain side. And again, their older jerseys were just so much better. Up next, we got the Bengal jerseys, and these ones are very good. I almost put them in elite, but there's a couple jerseys I'm going to save spots for. But these ones are still extremely clean. They're one of my favorites. That orange with the black just looks so clean. And remember those ugly jerseys they had in 2019 and 2020? Like, if they still would have had those, those would be in the bottom. Like, those were ugly. Like, well, I wouldn't say ugly, but they looked awful compared to the ones they have now. Like, as soon as they made made a switch and got these jerseys, like, these jerseys have looked extremely clean, man. Like, these are one of the better jerseys in the NFL. Up next, we got the Steelers jerseys, and I'm going to put them up here, man. They've always been one of the best jerseys in football. That black and yellow just looks so good, man. Like, it's one of the most clean jerseys. It's one of the most classic jerseys, but they still look great today. Like, it's really hard to mess up a black and yellow jersey, man. Like, that color combination is just one of the best you can get, man. Like it's one of the best. Up next, we've got the Lions jerseys. Now, these ones are brand new to the league. Like, the Lions just came out with brand new jerseys this season. And I necessarily have nothing wrong to say about their old ones, but these ones look awesome, man. Like, I always thought, like, I might have to get around to their special color rush ones because I've only seen them once, but their home ones look very clean. I'm going to put them in very good. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, the stripes with, like, the light blue and the white, it just looks really good, man. Like, it's one of the best jerseys in football. So, yeah, good job, Lions. Like, good job making the new jerseys. I really like them. Up next, we got the Titans jerseys. Back in my youth, I had them up here, but they've been starting to decline the more years I've gotten older. I still think they look really good. I just don't think they belong up here. I still really like the dark blue with the gray with the light blue. But I just don't think they pop up off as much as these other jerseys on the very top. They still look really clean, but I wouldn't say they're one of the best in the NFL. Up next, we got the Bucs jerseys, and man, this list is getting difficult. There's so many good jerseys. As soon as they came out with these in 2020, I have been in absolute love with them. I think these jerseys look extremely clean. I think the red and the white look very good. Hell, I'm going to say they're one of the best in the league. Such a huge change from when they had those really, really ugly ones in 2019, man. Those were awful. And I know people might disagree with me, but those orange creamsicle jerseys they have, like their throwbacks, are awful too. I always thought those jerseys were ugly as well. So just for the Bucs to have these ones is just such a breather, man. Like, it feels so good, like, just to see these jerseys look so good, because the Bucs have had a history of having horrible jerseys, and just seeing the Bucs have these ones is just so nice, man. Like, not much of an eyesore. And I just think these colors look so good, too. Like, the red and white, like, it looks amazing. One of the best jerseys in the NFL. Up next, we got the new Texans jerseys. I really don't care for these ones. I'm going to put them in gross, and here's why. I mean, I've always liked, like, dark blue with red, but I just don't think this shade just looks that good. And honestly, like, their older jerseys from last year didn't look all that bad, but there was no reason to get new ones. Honestly, these ones are not much of a change from their last year's, but they just don't look good to me. Like, they just not look good at all. And it's going to take me some time to get used to it, but their new Color Rush jerseys are hideous. Like, this is just my opinion from when they just came out. Like, I might have a new one, like, years down the road, but I just don't care for these ones at all. Up next, we got the Seahawks jerseys. Now, hear me out before I say anything. There are two types of people when it comes to ranking this jersey. Some people will say that this is one of the best jerseys in the NFL, and then there's some people that will say these are one of the ugliest jerseys in the NFL. For me, I say they're really good. Like, I don't think they're, like, the best, like, up here, but I do think they look really good. I just think for their home jerseys, like, the dark blue with, like, the green just looks really clean. I think these look awesome when they play at home. I will say I do not like their green Color Rushes at all. I think those look hideous, and I really do miss their their gray Color Rushes. I think those look extremely clean. But I wouldn't go out of my way saying these are the best jerseys in the NFL. Like, that's crazy talk. Like, I would say these are really good jerseys, and they should be known to being really good jerseys. Like, that's just me. Up next, we got the Broncos jerseys. Now, these ones are very weird to me. I've had so many mixed opinions about these new jerseys. Like, before I said these looked awful. Then I said these look really good. And then now I'm just kind of in, like, the middle. I'm not going to talk about all their jerseys just because, like, the opinions on them would change, like, drastically. But if we're going off of home jerseys, I'd say these ones are okay/decent. I will say these home jerseys look way better than what they had before. Like, the ones they had before, I would put them in gross, but these ones just look more clean to me. But if I try to say these are one of the best jerseys in the NFL, I would be tripping. Like, I feel like the only people that would necessarily say that are people that are real, like, in love with this color combination, or Broncos fans themselves. I'm not saying these ones are bad. I just don't think they're, like, in the same level as these guys up here. Up next, we've got the Niners jerseys. I always thought these jerseys looked very clean. Like, it's really hard to mess up a red and white jersey. Like, I just think these ones look really good. And I might be a little biased just because red is one of my favorite colors. So, and I just think this shade of red is, like, one of the best in the NFL. So, that's why I love it so much. Trust me, you're going to see a little color bias in me. Like, that's how it is for everybody, man. Like, if you don't have color bias, then I don't know what you're doing, man. Up next, we've got the Cleveland Browns jerseys. Now, I will say I like these a lot more than what they had in 2019. I thought those ones were hideous. And I honestly kind of like these jerseys. Like, most people would put these in gross or awful, but I'm going to put them in okay/decent. I don't think these jerseys look all that bad. Like, the shade of brown really does not look that bad at all. And, like, the mix with orange and white, like, it doesn't look bad at all, man. Like, I know people will disagree with me on this one, like, because a lot of people don't like these jerseys at all. But honestly, I really like these ones. Like, I wouldn't say they're very good or elite, but they're pretty decent. Up next, we've got the Bears jerseys. Now, I'm also going to put these in okay/decent. I think the navy blue with the orange ones look pretty clean, but I just don't think they pop off as much as the others. I mean, it's hard to rank just because there's so many good jerseys in the NFL right now, in my opinion. So just as like, if this is like considered okay or decent, in my opinion, like that just means something. That just means there's a lot of good jerseys in the NFL. So don't take this into heart. I would say these ones are really good. Like they're like the top of the barrel of okay/decent, but I wouldn't say they're like one of the best. Up next, we got the Saints jerseys. You guys can call me biased all you want. Like, I don't care. Like, these are one of my favorite jerseys in the NFL, man. I am a stickler for black and gold, man. I always thought this color combination looked amazing. This may or may not have encouraged me to get black and gold in my YouTube logo. Like, I'm just saying. But I have always been in love with black and gold. Like, it's one of my favorite color combos in the world. That's not their jerseys are not the main reason why I'm a Saints fan. Like that, it's one of the reasons, but the main reason why I'm a Saints fan is when I was a little kid, I've always loved watching Drew Brees, and I've always like been in love with like their jerseys. So I guess it is a main reason why. But mostly just because I loved watching Drew Brees as a kid, so it made me like learn football and like learn their roster. So that's why I've been like so hooked with the Saints. So yeah, these are one of my favorite jerseys in the NFL. And I know we're not talking color rushes, but without those ugly black helmets, they have the best color rushes in the NFL. Don't at me. Up next, we got the Raiders jerseys. Now, here, I don't think these look all that great. Like, gray and black, man. Like, this is the definition of plain. Like, this is the definition of boring, man. Like, there's nothing, like, you can do to it to stand out. Like, I really like their Color Rush jerseys. Like, I take that back. Their Color Rush jerseys, the white jerseys with the gray numbers, I think those look clean. I just don't think their home jerseys look all that great. Like, that's just my opinion. Up next, we got the Eagles jerseys. Now, I really do like these home jerseys. Like, they look really clean. Like, I think the dark green looks really good. But I am one of those people that will say there will never be as good as an NFL jersey for the Eagles as their Kelly Green jerseys, man. Like, those are extremely clean. Like, just the color, like, those Kelly Green jerseys have, like, they just look so clean. Like, with the old, like, logo they have, too. Like, no other jersey will top it. I will say that may be my favorite jersey in the NFL. But despite all that, I think their home jerseys still look clean. I just don't think they're as good as their jerseys from the past. Up next, we got the Cardinals jerseys. I think these are okay. Like, the red and white look pretty clean, but there's just nothing that really sticks out with them. I will say, like, their jerseys that they used to have, like, back in, like, the early 2020s and, like, their 2010s, I think their away jerseys looked extremely clean. Like, that was just a little, like, small opinion I had. And I think their new away jerseys don't look all that great. But their home ones look okay. Like, I would say they're a decent jersey. Up next, we got the Commanders jerseys. I'm going to put these in very good as well. I think the red with the gold, like in this one, just like looks really clean. Like, I always liked their colors. Even when they were the team name I probably should not name yet. Like, I've always loved their combination. Like, the maroon red with the goldish yellow. Like, it's hard to name it, but it looks extremely clean. It's one of my favorites. Up next, we got the Jets jerseys. These ones are also brand new. And I'm not going to lie, I really like these ones. Like, they look so much better than what they had in the past. I would say these ones are very clean. I wouldn't say they're, like, up here with these guys, but I'd say they're decent. I just think their dark green with those stripes just make it look so much better. Like, these are the best looking jerseys they've had in a while. So, like, I've never been a fan of the Jets jerseys from the past, like, or any jersey they've had. But these ones just look really good compared to, like, the rest of the jerseys they've had. Like, they need to keep these jerseys for a while. Like, these ones look clean. Up next, we got the Giants jerseys. I don't like these ones at all. I think these are one of the most boring jerseys in the NFL. Like, these look just like the Colts jerseys, just a tiny bit better. Just a tiny bit. Other than that, they almost look exactly the same. Just blue and white. Like, they're the most boring jerseys you can get. Like, I've never been a fan of the Giants jerseys. I do like their throwbacks, not the ones from this year, like from their anniversary. Those are ugly as hell. But their main throwbacks, like from the 80s, like those ones are clean. But these, like the ones they have right now, like for home jerseys, I don't like these at all. Up next, we got the Rams jerseys. Now, this is the main jersey I would talk about by saying these ones really grew on me. When these things came out in 2020, I hated them. I hated that these were a thing. I despise these jerseys just because I loved their jerseys in 2019. Like, I loved those ones so much. I thought those looked clean. Unpopular opinion, I don't know if people agree with me or not, I still think those are their best jerseys they've had in a while. Overall, I just think the Rams have always had very clean jerseys. But when these ones came out, I never liked these. But just seeing these throughout the years, they really grew on me. I think these look extremely good. Hell, I would say these are one of the best jerseys in the NFL. Like, just the blue with the bright yellow numbers. Like, these just look so clean, man. Like, I don't know what I was thinking when these came out. Again, like, I still really love their jerseys from 2019 and 2018. I thought those looked extremely clean, and I still think they do. I think those are still a little better. But I would be lying if I said these ones don't look great either. Like, these look amazing. And if I had to give an award to a team that have always had, like, elite jerseys throughout their timeline, I would say the Rams, man. Like, all of their jerseys, like, almost all their jerseys are extremely clean. And then last but not least, we've got the Chiefs jerseys. Now, I will say these are very good just because I think the red and the yellow and the white just look really good. These jerseys have always been really clean, but, like, I would be lying if I said these were declining in quality just because I'm tired of seeing this team over and over again. So I'm not going to be, like, negative biased by saying these suck just because I hate the Chiefs so much. Like, let's be real. These jerseys are very clean. These are one of the best jerseys in the NFL. Like, and I just think these jerseys, like, again, I'm kind of biased for red. It's one of my favorite colors. So, and these are one of the best red jerseys in the NFL. So, I think these ones look extremely clean. And there you guys have it. This was my NFL home jersey ranking. I'm going to let you guys get one last look at it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments on how you think each jersey would rank in your opinion and what your favorite jersey is. I would love to know. So all that being said, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you miss any of my videos whenever I post. I'm Logan Sharon. I'll see you next time.